As I relax here and take care of my health, there's something that has really come to my mind, and I want to ask you. Some of you are expert drivers, you've driven for years. Is it a must that somebody must be involved in an accident when driving? I particularly engaged in 2 accidents. One was just 2 days into learning driving, and then whoever was helping me told me to reverse the vehicle. My goodness, hey, I've never forgotten that day. It was an evening because I used to come from work, then I could go begin the lessons in a field, in a school field. And I had known how to start off a vehicle, of course, to park it and take rounds, then stop and engage petrol and even hold the brakes. Then this evening we decided let's use the road. So on the road I was told to turn into a small pathway, and I managed to do so. Then now whoever was training me, I don't know whether it was overconfidence, told me now you can reverse. And I said, oh my God, I don't know. Is it possible? Then he just told me, hold this part and then reverse. Then when I started, I don't know what happened. It's like I engaged fuel. My goodness, the vehicle rotated. It almost hit some borders, and then it went and hit the edge of the road. So now today, I was watching this clip with the DEM on Facebook having engaged in an accident. And I don't know why we take the shame after such an engagement. So just look at this shortly, and then I'm going to comment about this.
So this one is what has impacted this. You see this? This space is not supposed to be here. It's supposed to be like this. So the fact that uligonga hii kasongeza hii. So hii imetoka kwa line yake. Okay? Hapa umegwara.
Bibi lakini kweli. Wewe ndio kama mara ya kwanza unaenda kwa barabara kubwa.
Naona imetoka kwa line yake.
Na kama irudi hadi hapo.
Inafaa ikuwe hivi.
In what I was talking about, so DEM on Facebook was involved in a small accident. Thank God she's come out well, and the vehicle is not really greatly bruised. Now OBINNA had to understand actually where the problem happened. She was, I don't know whether it's trauma. The day I reversed the vehicle and hit the edge, and people were shouting around, and some people are very opportunistic. When such a thing happens, I remember that day, my principal was passing by, and she rescued me by paying 1,000 to some people who claimed that they were almost hit dead, but I had not hit them. Of course, they just escaped, but they took advantage. Of course, when they know who you are, sometimes they take advantage, but I thank God I came out alive, and I had to spend some money in the repair of the bonnet on such things. Then another day again, we were coming from a funeral, and the vehicle we were in, I was, there is that, determination you get when people tell you now you are supposed to drive. So we had come off the tarmac road, and I was to drive into this, the earthen way. And just when we started, there was a tuk-tuk, there was a vehicle, and there was, so I was like confused. So I started off, and then the tuk-tuk is coming on the left, and I don't know what to do. So somehow, I don't know what happened, and the vehicle swerved and hit the edge. Now this one, it was ruined very badly at the front. So when the main driver came out and picked the vehicle and we drove off, it was like things are okay. But on reaching in front, it couldn't move anymore. It was stuck. So there is a belt that had been affected and such things. Now, I was looking at this, and of course, after an accident, you don't know even what to say. You don't understand what happened, and there's some kind of shame that comes. You feel like, okay, I'm guilty of this. Why did I do this? Why did I not do this? Like that day, I started saying, why didn't I, just put it off? Why didn't I put it on neutral? And of course, it has already happened. Now, those people who are experts, tell me how to avoid an accident totally, after training on driving. So DEM on Facebook has spent some few months with the vehicle, and nothing was happening. But I saw the day she was being engaged by OBINNA to just drive and park within the building. That was very good for OBINNA. Let's see that just partly shortly, because I don't want to look like I'm reusing content. Look at that, you realize that the confidence is not plus for DEM or Facebook. When she's driving, she's not very sure of how to turn, and she kind of makes choices maybe not very carefully. And I think this is normal for any driver who is not used to the road. Those of you who drove from young age, you should be lucky. But some of us who are learning this at an older age, it's very hard for us sometimes. Yeah, so according to them on Facebook, she saw she talked about a trailer and she thought it was coming into her, and she thought it was going to sweep her off the road, which is a common feeling, especially if you are traveling on Mombasa Road or such. Sometimes you just feel so, even if you are in a public vehicle. So I can feel her. You are now in your own vehicle and you feel that. So she must have swerved and hit somewhere. And now she was not very open to share what was the damage. But OBINNA was very keen. He noticed that the bonnet has a problem. The part that is supposed to be stuck is a bit open. And then he also looked at the side, almost near the door, the driver's door, and realized there was a scratch. And then, was it at the back, kind of? No, still at the front, there was some scratch. So, of course, a lesson I've learned from this, once a vehicle is ruined or you have an accident, you have to look for an expert mechanics, that whom you trust. Of course, in these things, we have some mechanics who are not very open, and they may even exchange your good products for bad ones. They may also overcharge you. They may not, if it's panel beating, they may not do as good as it was, and they may not give you advice that is suitable. So that's the lesson I've just learned shortly from this. And thank you, Demo Facebook and Oga OBINNA. You're making us learn a lot. But now I'm talking to the rest of us who are still in the team of struggling with driving and all that. And I really request that people share a lot of views so that they can educate others who are in the same team with me. And somebody somewhere, a friend said, hakuna vile unaendesha gari bila kugonga mtu. Because I remember there was a day a friend had just bought a vehicle and driven like 2 weeks. Then she hit a boda. And then another lady was saying, hakuna vile unaendesha gari bila cause accident. How true is that? Is that a theory or opinion or fiction or fact? Is there anybody who can drive without causing an accident? That's my question. Because I really fear accidents, and when they happen, I'm really kind of, oh my God, why wouldn't I do this? How I wish I did this. Yeah. So that was my concern today after I looked at what happened to them on Facebook. So let's pray that as she gets engaged with this vehicle and she has bigger dreams for bigger vehicles, let it be good for her. Yeah, so bye-bye for now. If you have not subscribed to this channel, consider subscribing to it.